Hello everybody, my name is Austin with AMB Game Team here, and we're about to play Game Dev Tycoon, and what it is basically just a simulation game on how you can actually make and create your own video games, just in a PC game-like form. I know when I originally picked this game up that it was um, a lot of time spent on this game, and you can I can definitely lose myself in a really good game such as this, and yeah, I know Jacksepticeye, he started playing it, or at least he posted it just the other day, and just kind of had me inspired in order to go back through it and actually play it again. And sometimes um, being able to play it a second time and then trying to record this a little bit better than say I'm just trying to go through and actually play it single hand or by yourself without knowing a whole lot. So I'm hoping to kind of open up a few other options for those of you that are interested. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the game here, and I can kind of show you some tips and tricks as we roll along here. Now, just to forewarn you, there's a lot of reading in the very beginning, just because it's kind of showing you a how-to on how to get familiar with the options here. Lay down, lay down, good kitty. And if you happen to hear any like additional sounds or what sounds like a purring or anything, that's because I got a cat with me that's trying to steal some camera time. So please bear with me here while I have a cat to contend with here too. So it says, welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulator, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years, you will build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. Before you start your adventure, you must give your upcoming company a name. So let's do let's do Steam software. And then I use my online name as Stavius. Male. Let's see, my character is gonna be. I'll just do the guy with glasses. And yeah, we'll roll with that there. Let's see, since you have played the game before, you can choose to use all previously gained hints in this game. Would you gain hints? Yeah, this is my second time playing through from the very beginning, so yeah. If you ever want to review the trial messages, you can do so in the help. Press escape. So, congratulations, you started your very own game development company. At the moment, your office is in a garage and you are the only employee, but don't worry, many successful businesses have started out that way, which is very true, very, very true. They either started in a garage or like an empty building, or even down in people's basements too, and then eventually broke off into becoming majorly successful companies. and start developing your first game. Close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Develop new game. Before development, you can begin. Before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name. You can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you'll be able to unlock new options. So game one, we're gonna do just do Pong. You know, some pretty basic here. Let's see. Let's do let's see, what are the topics? Ninja, airplane hacking. We'll do Pong. We'll go Pongers. And we'll do simulation. As you can see, a lot of them are already highlighted just because for me playing before, I'll have all my stuff that I learned from then actually progress over. So anything that's pluses, that's good, because that'll actually boost your game's likely to succeed up a little bit. And you know, I mainly went for the PC until the G64, or the which is a spin-off of the Commodore 64, started dropping, so then I just bought both of them so I could switch between the two if I wanted to. So we're gonna go PC next. As you can see, in the background, sometimes it can be interactive. So, like back here, you can kind of see what would appear to be a Pong tape board back here. Sometimes the environment can be interactive a little bit, and sometimes that'll lock additional achievements as you go along. Game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus on your game greatly increases the points you generate. Think about the areas of importance of your game and decrease the focus of areas where you think it will be less important. If you want to read a brief description of the different areas, please refer to the help. While generating game reports, you can start to begin insights on the development process and learn about what works well and what doesn't work well. These insights are shown as hints in the development screen unless you turn this option off in the settings. The hints range from triple plus or double negative to indicate how important the area is for this type of game. When hints have a question mark at the end, like plus 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 question mark, it means that you have insights from a game in the same genre, but you're not sure yet whether it holds true for this particular genre topic combination. So the right genre and topic, the better you're gonna be as far as profitability goes. So like these here, for a hacking simulation, looks like it would probably definitely going to do a lot better in the gameplay category, so we want to push more on that. Probably don't need so much of the storyline, so we can lose the focus on that and then just boost up the engine just a little bit. But since it's our very first game, we're probably not going to get a whole lot until later on down the line. Game development has started. While developing your game, you can generate game points, which you can see bubbling up, which is in these 4 categories here. Game points have divided it into design points and technology points. The more points you generate, the better the game will be. So you always want to keep shooting for the higher number, because that's going to make your game more successful. From time to time, there will also be bug points generated, and that's in the golden color bubble over here. Bugs should be fixed before a game is released to increase development time and cost. And discovered our first bug here. See, we got the DeLorean. Let's see. So dialogue not as important. Level design a little important. And AI is probably going to be more important, so we're going to kind of push for that here. Got ladders. During development, you can also select additional features for your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. Selecting additional features make the game generally better, but also increases its cost. You'll also see the graphic type you selected when you defined the game. This is just to remind you of your choice. You cannot change the type of graphics mid-game. Okay, so world design not as important, graphic more important, sound pretty important. Development of your first game is now complete. You can press the finish button to publish your game, but you should only do this once you fix the majority of the bugs. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your rating, so you should only ever consider that if you need the cash and you can't afford to wait. I don't think there's anything going on here. Yeah, I thought this was interactive. Probably not. Development of your game is finished. While developing games, you can gain experience and improve your skills. When the development is completed, you will be presented with a summary of the experience gained. Wonderful. And for the experience gained, obviously the higher level in these areas you are, the better quality the gameplay is going to be. So this is just humble beginnings here. The game is now complete and handed off for publishing. The first reviews of the newly released game, Pongers, came in. And at the very beginning, it's usually not going to be the best game ever. So, but it's only the beginning. An okay waste of time. Simulation works well on the PC. Not bad, not good. So, before publishing a game, you can invest a little bit of time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points, as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't work when developing a game. To generate a game report, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. So, generate game report. Bingo. Steam Software, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released its first game, Pongers. Had a moderate response with reviewers. We are curious what Steam Software will deliver in the future. and I hope I'm coming in pretty decent as far as sound quality goes, just because I am doing this at about 3 a.m. so I'm being a little bit quieter than I usually am. So now that your game is on sale, you'll receive income from the game every week. You'll also see how well your game is doing by looking at the sales graph on the top right corner of the screen. Our post-release analysis of Pongers is complete. We have hacking and simulation are a great combination. Dialogue seem to not be as important for this type of game. Game reports are a great way to gain more research skills and new insights. It pays off to generate a report for each game that you release. Now that you've completed your first game report, it's a good idea to look at the research menu. To open the research menu, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Research. Research is important to unlock new options and better games. You should try and save enough research points to be able to create your own game engine. This will greatly improve your games. And try to develop games with different topic and genre combinations for a slight research boost. So we'll just do one here. We'll do racing. So give us a little bit of a break while we accommodate some sales here. You successfully research a new topic, racing. Alright, develop new game. There you go. Go NASCAR. New topic, racing. Genre. Try adventure. I'm going for the PC. There, lower the gameplay, lower the engine quality. Lower the AI, not so much level design. Better dialogue, I guess. So recent market studies show that the Glovidor G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Consumers prefer the lower price, greater availability, but the flexible hardware configuration over the other home computers. Experts say that this might sell out the end of the competing hardware manufacturers, but eventually it will fall and PC will reign supreme. World design, boost that. Lower graphic just a little bit, not so much the sound. Pongers is off the market. It sold 5,000 units and generating 35,000 in sales. Not bad for the first game. Knock out them bugs. Maybe. Still getting a little bit of design and tech out of it. Alright, I think that'll be it. So didn't do as good for the design and technology part, but see what happens here. According to the rumors, the Japanese company Ninvento is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is known for the widely successful arcade game Dinky King. Experts doubt the home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Invento will deliver. First reviews of our newly released game, NASCAR, came in. It's a hit and miss at the beginning. A solid 4. Hey, has its moments. Come on. Oh. Whew, there we go. Moving on up. Research going up. Racing and adventure are terrible, so dialogue seemed to be very important in this game. Alright. Okay, we're going to try saving our points here. So let's do... airplane. We'll do simulation. Yeah, because we need to save our income here. Alright, so engine has to be better. Gameplay is going to be better. Storyline we're going to drop a little bit. Let's see, today Invento has confirmed recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new home gaming console called the TES early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Yeah, a little rectangle. Alright, let's climb. Excuse me. NASCAR is off the market. It sold almost 8,000, generating almost 56,000 in sales. Artificial intelligence, level design, but dialogue we can drop down a little bit. It's only airplanes. And for the time allocation preview down below here just means how much time is going to be spent on it to give it the best development piece. Graphics go up, sound quality goes up, world design we can drop. There we go, that's what we want. So you get all them bugs out. We're going bread, they ain't good. Yay. Whoops, I forgot to put a title in. Go with airplane Tycoon. There. Crap. Oops, it'll be game 3. Airplane simulation, our great combo. Perfect. It's better than the name. Good despite the name. Shows potential. Better quality game there. So successful that we have 19 fans. Today, the new game platform tests from Ninvento has been released. Contract work. Awesome. Hey there, I just finished Game 3 or Airplane Tycoon, and I'm very impressed with your talent. I'm in the contracting business and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know and I will see if I have some work for you. Jason. Good to meet you, Jason. Contracts will have been unlocked. See available contracts. Close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Alright. So we're going to see how well we do here, and then we'll probably save it for the time being since it's getting to be a longer video than I originally thought. So over 10,000 units sold. Woohoo. And then we'll click to generate a report. Let's see, it's complete, and starting quests seem to be not very important for this type of game. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to save it right there. Hope you guys enjoyed this and hope you found this at least a little bit helpful. Let's see. And it's now off the market, sold 18,000 units and generated 127,000 in sales. So, yeah. And we hit over $100,000, so perfect. I think that's a great way to stop. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please smack that like button. Hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Game Dev Tycoon. This is Austin, the man from the Midwest, here reporting off.